Hello everybody. This is Kareem K.A. Williams. This is a different series, you guys. This is a different set of videos we're about to do. This series is going to be called the Fruition series. You might be thinking, man, what are you talking about? Well, we're talking about how to make things happen. I know if I ask you guys, there are a lot of you guys out there that want to know how to make things happen in your life. All right, so that's what fruition is about. All right, fruition is just about how to accomplish things, how to make things happen. Some of us feel as though we haven't accomplished much in life. We haven't accomplished the things we want to accomplish. Some of us feel as though we haven't fulfilled things in this life that we should. All right, so fruition is the ability to bear fruit. It's the ability to come into fulfillment. All right, trees bear fruit. All right, you start with a seed, then you have a sprout, then you have a small plant, then a small tree, and eventually it becomes a big tree. That's fruition. And you want to be able to do that with your ideas. You want to be able to do that with your spirituality, with your health, with your mind. Okay? So you want to be able to go from a seed to a sprout to a plant to a tree. All right? So how to make things happen. All right? And I'm going to give you 4 steps, 4 important steps, okay, on how to bring things to fruition. All right? The first step is think it. All right? Think it. All right? Now listen, for lack of knowledge, or for lack of vision also, for lack of vision, people perish. All right? So what are your thoughts looking like? You know, are they healthy thoughts? Are they unhealthy thoughts? Are they positive thoughts? Are they negative thoughts? All right? So because it all starts with your thoughts. Before we do anything, before we can bring anything into fruition, before we can accomplish anything, it starts with our thoughts. All right. So what kind of thoughts do you have? All right. Start thinking creative thoughts. Tell yourself, I'm going to start thinking creative thoughts. So think it. All right. The second step, write it. This is the second step. Write it down. Smart people write things down. I'll say it again. Smart people write things down. Some of you guys are up at night. You can't sleep. You got all these ideas bouncing around. You got a lot of things going on in your mind, and you don't write it down. You don't write it down. Some of you guys, you're daydreamers. During the day, you're thinking about all this stuff. You got a lot on your mind. It's bouncing around in your mind. And guess what? You think of these great ideas. You think of these great inventions. You think of this great song you need to write. You think of these great things that you can do in your life or you can do for someone else. But you forget about it. Why? Because you don't write it down. All right, so smart people write things down. The greatest thing ever created was a notepad. That's the greatest thing ever created. You know, all the great people you've ever heard of, all the great people that you know about, they wrote their visions down. Okay, so for lack of vision, people perish. So write it down, all right, so that you can follow your vision. The third step, everybody, third step, say it. Say it. Your words speak things into existence. Speak it into the atmosphere, all right? The world was spoken into existence. All right. The world was spoken into existence. That's how powerful words are. All right. Before every great movement, before every great invention, someone had to speak about it. All right. Before there's any movements, before there's any progress, someone has to talk about it. Someone has to speak it. Someone has to say it. All right. So your words have the power to either create or destroy. All right. Your words have the power to either create or destroy. All right. Now, another thing about that step, say it. Say it to the right people. All right. Maybe we got to do a couple more videos about that. This is only the first video on fruition. All right. There's probably going to be about 4 more. All right. Now, the 4th step, do it. All right. This is the part that you guys probably want to know about. But let me tell you the secret. You can't get to the 4th step doing it if you haven't followed the first 3 steps. And what are they? Think it. Write it, say it, all right? So you got to think it first, then you got to write it down, then you got to say it. Then you can get to the 4th step of actually doing it, all right? So then you can put what you've thought about, what you've written down, and what you've said into action, all right? All right, now with the doing it stage, being proactive and persistent makes you productive, all right? I'll say that again. Being proactive and persistent makes you productive. All right, that's the do it part. That's the last stage. All right, again, this is K.A. Williams I'm thanking you guys, all you guys that are subscribing, all you guys that are leaving comments. All right. Again, as I fulfill my life purpose, I want to empower you to do the same. All right. Now, remember, these videos aren't just for you. They're for me as well. I need these videos. All right. And I want to give a special shout out to my wife, Gabrielle Williams. She inspires me for these videos. She motivates me. She's my inspiration. So I thank God for her, and grace and peace to you guys.